through the Truck Series, through the Xfinity Series, and now to the highest level of stock car racing. He's up front. He's 5 laps away from his first championship.
I watched Phil Elliott many Friday and Saturday nights at local short tracks all over the country, going with his son Chase Elliott, getting Chase that experience, but also letting Chase do it his way. Phil Elliott, great example of a dad with tons of experience, been there, knows how to win. One of the biggest names in the sport, but smart enough knowing that Chase Elliott's got to make his own mistakes, got to make his own way. Always there, always supportive, but letting Chase do it the way he wants to do it.
There you see Mom and Dad watching on. The Dawsonville pool room, take a look. We don't want them to celebrate too early, but they understand the magnitude of what's happening right now. Chase Elliott looking to become the 3rd youngest driver ever to win a championship in the Cup Series.
Got a healthy lead over Brad Keselowski with 3 laps to go. Fastest car on the racetrack that time by. Still driving his heart out.
You look at first-time Cup champions. Bill Rexford at 23 years old was the youngest. Coming up on 2 to go.
Remember, Rick, it took a win a week ago to even be here. Had to win Martinsville to make the championship 4. Did he go back-to-back wins to be a champion? NASCAR's most popular driver. He can make this last lap and a half. It will only become more popular.
This is important. 1 lap to go. Presented by Credit One Bank. One more time around. 1 mile away from a championship for Chase Elliott. He goes down the backstretch for the final time. The 24-year-old from Dawsonville, Georgia, is about to join his father, Dawsonville, in elite company. Chase Elliott is a NASCAR Cup Series champion.
Ah! Bring that sign, boys! Yes! Awesome, awesome, awesome! Love you, boys! Love you! We got a champion! There you go. Yes! There you go, champ! Yes! Yes!
The streak is still alive. You had to win the race to win the championship, and Chase Elliott at just 24 years old shows that he was the best. He was the champion in 2020. You see Mr. H, Rick Hendrick there, team owner, congratulating the team. How about this? There's Jimmy Johnson. Do you remember when he won at Watkins Glen? The win at Watkins Glen where he ran out of gas, and Jimmy Johnson pulled up behind him and pushed him back to victory lane so he could celebrate.
All these drivers bumping in that 9 car. That's like giving your buddy a high five out on the racetrack. You can't even believe it. You want to be the guy that's in that car winning the championship. You have so much respect for what Chase Elliott just pulled off. What an awesome moment to have a 7-time champion roll up there next to you and tell you congratulations. All these drivers coming up to Chase Elliott tells you how well liked he is amongst his peers, how respected he is amongst his peers for the way he drives on the racetrack, the way he treats them off the racetrack. He's going to be a popular champion.
The 3rd family to do it. Father-son combo, as you see the emotion reaching Chase now.
Up a little bit there. Just thinking about all the hard work, all the years. Racing short tracks, the trucks and Xfinity Series, all those laps, hot, miserable days, disappointments, successes.
Jimmy Johnson called the Polish victory lap. Alan Kowicki did this, where he's driver side to the fans, waving. Now he comes up to the young driver that just won his first championship.
Could be a handoff right there.
Is that the passing of the torch right there?
Yeah, that could be handoff. Chase may run here and go make his run at that 7 titles.
Ready to hand him the championship flag.
All right, just want to welcome those of you that are joining us tonight. For those of you that have been listening, you just heard Chase Elliott winning the 2020 NASCAR Cup Series Championship. Tonight, we have a similar showdown for you in the Crossbones Racing League, the championship finale at Homestead Miami Speedway. 4 drivers going into it. We have the 3 of Christian Parker, the 4 of Chris Matikansky, the 8 of Simon Brown, and the 48 of Jared Chandler. We'll bring you that live broadcast here shortly. One of these 4 drivers will be walking away with a Cup Series championship. And we have the race outside of that race, the race win. We'll have up to 12 drivers tonight going for that final win, trying to finish off their season. It's been a long, grueling season. Guys reached out to me last minute. I had the pleasure to commentate for them. And I'm happy to bring to you a spectacle in racing tonight. And somebody will be walking away with a championship. Be back with the live race broadcast momentarily. Stand by. All right, folks, we're loading in here. Gonna jump into. I may have joined too early. Let me back up one. Joined a bit too early there to get the race underway. Guys are getting the last couple drivers in there. Should be a good race tonight. Homestead always brings some exciting action. One of the harder tracks to pass at, but it does make you manage your tires and your fuel equally. 4 different drivers, like we said. Christian Parker coming from Colorado, it's his hometown. Chris Matikansky from Greenfield, Massachusetts. Simon Brown from East Pennsboro, Pennsylvania. And Jared Chandler from Marshall, North Carolina. So we got a couple Northeasterners. My East Coast guy, North Carolina there, and Mr. Chandler. And then we got Christian Parker out there in Colorado. Goes by the nickname Ruby. Had a decent conversation with him earlier pre-race. Really good dude. All four guys have their fair share of wins. We'll try to spotlight each of the drivers during stage 1 and stage 2. Breaking down the race for you, for those of you that are just joining us, those of you that have not watched the race on here before. The race will be broken into 3 stages at this 1.5 mile racetrack. Stage 1 will be 39 laps, stage 2, 37 laps, stage 3, 58 laps. Go about 30 laps on a tank of fuel. That's if that right front tire will get you there. Depending on how tight or loose your setup is, you may burn that right front off too much. So it'll be a balance. It'll be a dance all night long to see who can hold on to those tires. Just watching some happy hour practice earlier tonight. Some guys with some good long run speed, some guys with some short run speed, but kind of falling off on the end there. So we'll see how that goes. And as always, we like to thank our sponsors. This race tonight is brought to you by Dixie Vodka. Get that at your local liquor store if you're a vodka drinker. And it'll be the Dixie Vodka 400, which at the conclusion of that race tonight, we will have a championship driver. If you're just watching, let us know who you're rooting for in the comments. We want to see that support. If you're rooting for Mr. Parker, Mr. Matikansky, Mr. Brown, or Mr. Chandler, be sure to give them a shout out as we get the race rolling here. And I should be joining that lobby momentarily as I am getting everything set up here. Those of you that are joining us, I appreciate your support. I'm sure other drivers do as well. Those of you that don't know, we take this e-motorsports thing pretty seriously. It's about as close as we'll ever get to the real deal and guys racing on Sundays. So as soon as we get the lobby up here, we'll get you started. And we'll take a momentary commercial break brought to you by Credit One Bank. All right, folks, I want to welcome you back from that brief commercial intermission to bring you to the live action here. We're going to go straight to the racetrack. We'll run through the driver lineup as soon as we get on the screen. Again, we want to thank all the supporters out there, those of you watching, supporting your family members, friends, fellow drivers. Should be a good one tonight to finish up the Crossbones Racing League season here in 2021. I want to wish all the Championship 4 drivers the best of luck, but all the other guys racing as well. Like we said, this one more points race to get your last one of the season here. Hopefully these guys can get it done, shake it up, give us some good action out here. Here we have the lovely Homestead Miami Speedway, Dixie Vodka 400, 1.5 mile racetrack. As I said before, 134 laps, stage 1, 39 laps, stage 2, 37 laps, and stage 3, 58 laps. It looks like we're going to be coming to the green here. Green flag's out, and we have the 48 of Jared Chandler and the forward car of Chris Matikansky side by side in turn 1. Chris is going to take an early lead into turn 1, but here comes the 3 of Taz. Taz is looking inside. And that nice all-star paint scheme for the 3 car there. Chris Matikansky's going to put it out front. We're going to switch on to the onboard camera there for Chris Matikansky. Got about a 1 car length lead. Chad's going to look inside. Chad's had some short run speed in happy hour. Let's see how he does here. Just giving him a look, giving him a look. Chad's like he's going to take the lead off turn 4. Now Chris is going to be under fire from his championship rival in the 48. Chad's not racing for the championship, but he's trying to go out on top here, get that win. They're going to be 3 wide for second off of turn 2. 8 car looking inside. 3 championship drivers going at it right there. Wow. That was some good racing there. Chris able to hold off his championship rivals and stay right on the bumper of that number 3 car. See if we can't hop on with the 8 car here. We'll jump on board. He's going to be hard pressed to get that momentum built up on the inside there as he's looking underneath the 48. They'll make a little bit of contact into turn 1. We'll get right on the bumper there of the 4. See if we can get on board. Can't really take the air off the cars in this game, but you can get really loose on exit as the car kind of offloads some of that air onto the straightaways as it gets balanced out. Now he'll be under fire from the 48. This battle's for 3rd position. 48 of Jared Chandler and the 8 of Simon Brown going at it. 48's going to lose the momentum. He's going to lose a spot to Chris Ryan and the 1 machine. All battling for the top 5 spots here. It's going to look like we have 3 of our 4 championship drivers in the top 4 positions. The only one we're missing at the moment is... Oh, we have all 4 in the top 4. That guy in the number 3 is not Taz. That's the car Taz used to drive in the Black Flag Racing League. The guy in the 3 is Christian Parker, aka Ruby. That was 100% my fault. I apologize for those of you watching. We'll get the numbers right by the end of the race. So we have our championship 4 in the top 4 positions, right where they started. I'm shaking it up a little bit, trying to see if they can get that 4 car breakaway. Chris Matikansky's going to look inside, underneath Ruby here. He's going to send it in there. Really hard to keep the power down there. He's going to pull it though. Got that early grip. You know, Chris said he wanted to run a little bit tighter setup, get that long run speed. Oh, they're going to make contact. Oh, there's 2 cars around. 2 of the championship 4 drivers in the wall. The 48 and the 8. That's going to bring out a yellow flag. And they're going to slow down. Hard to see what happened. Looks like the 4 pushed a little bit on the exit of 4 there. Got in the fence. Heavy damage on the 8 machine. See if we can look at the 48 here. Looks like Marcus Snow has some damage. Mason Tomlinson with some heavy damage there. We don't know where that came from. 48, the Ally machine. Gonna have to get some work done on that car. The biggest loss here, with the damage not being super important on the game, you could fix it, is the track position. These guys are gonna pit for setups here. And it's just going to be the track position is going to be key, but hard racing already for those championship 4 guys. Caution came out. Don't know who pitted or who didn't pit, but we're going to get the restart here. Chris and Ruby with a pretty equal start. Chris going to get the edge into turn 1 here. Ruby's going to be under attack a little bit from the 1 machine. Chris Ryan. Got Marcus Snow pulling a 3 wide on the outside as they try to jockey for position on the backstretch. Chris going to maintain the lead. Tight pressure from Ruby in the 3 car. He's going to look underneath on exit. He's going to have a good drive off. Chris gets a little loose. Can't call it at the line. Dead even down the front stretch. Ruby's going to send it in here. He's going to try to clear him. Little slide job action there. See if Chris pulls the crossover on exit. We'll go on board. Oh, Chris does pull the crossover. They're going to be dead even. See if we can get the back view here. Tight racing by these championship drivers. This is really what you want to see. Toe to toe here. Ruby sending it back underneath him. It's what you like here at Homestead. Seeing guys go at it. Some heavy racing in the back, but we want to keep it on this championship battle at the moment. Tight racing between these 2. Chris able to hold Ruby off here off of 2. See if we can jump on with Ruby here. Get a feel of what he's trying to battle behind Chris here. See if he's a little tight. Usually you get tight behind the guys when you're that close. Gonna send it in again on the bottom. Looking really tight here. Get the good NASCAR action view here. The crazy thing is they're battling this hard side by side, and Melvin's kind of hanging in there just watching the show. He's got a front row seat to it, but not really getting too much closer at the moment. They're running really good lap times running side by side, which you don't really see a mile and a half too often here. They're still door to door. Ruby gonna send it in really low. He's gonna hit the apron. He's gonna lose it. You get really loose. You lose a lot of air off the nose there when you hit that apron. Gonna hold the speed down. Be 4 cars under a blanket coming to the stripe here. And now we have the 48 rejoining the battle, the championship battle. Jared Chandler, Beastmaster. Kojak's gonna look inside for third, as Ruby's gonna take the lead off turn 2. Chris Matikansky not wanting to give up that lead. He knows how important track position is on the long run. Gonna pack it down into turn 3. Looking underneath. Gonna be wheel to wheel off of 4 here. Ruby should get a little bit of a run. Gonna be at his door. You can't ask for better racing in these opening 10 laps, folks. I want to apologize to Ruby again. I saw the 3. I remember Taz from my league back in the day. Have to give me a free pass on that one. It's my first go around here. Ruby's gonna get in the wall. Don't know if there's a yellow or not. He got pretty heavy in the fence. Looks like everyone's still going. Not sure what happened there. Looks like Ruby got, I don't know if he got tight or what, but him and Beastmaster lost quite a few positions. They're gonna fall outside of the top 4. And it's actually gonna be Mountaineer moving into the second position, recovering after that first yellow he and Beastmaster got into on the front stretch. And they'll be bearing down the back of that Mobil 1 machine. Onboard camera brought to you by the Alsco number 3 car, number 8 car. We're gonna get the car numbers right, I promise. He's gonna get pretty close, within a half car length on the front stretch here. Gonna have a look at Chris. Just gonna try to guess what line he wants to run. Having raced with Chris for quite a few years, he's pretty steady Eddie on the wheel. Not gonna really force him into too many mistakes. Always had good long run speed. Let's see what he's got here. Chris holding that middle lane. Mountaineer packs it down at the bottom. It's a good run on exit for being on the low line, but he's going to lose a little bit of time to Chris, and Chris can be able to hold him off here. So we might have a yellow. See if we can figure out what happened. So maybe we lost Kojak. Kojak may have gotten into an accident here. Pretty far behind. Got a little crinkled hood. That telltale sign. A little bit of damage. Not sure if this is going to be a manual yellow or looking like a manual caution. For those of you that are new to the game will throw cautions. A lot of times it doesn't throw every caution you want to see. So we have the option of throwing manual cautions on the game. We'd like to thank the sponsors for allowing us to hold this race. Dixie Vodka, bringing you the Dixie Vodka 400 Homestead Miami Speedway. And this caution flag is brought to you by Safety Clean. All your safety and clean needs. Looks like all the cars are going to bring it onto pit road. Get some adjustments here. Hard to tell who's got that long run speed. I haven't really had a long run yet. Know some cars are going to be fixing some damage here. We'll see who gets off the pit road first. Give you the overhead view here. Crawling at about 40 miles an hour, 45 miles an hour pit road speed. See what pit crews do the job here. No one's getting crashed on pit road. You have to forgive the game for that glitch, unfortunately. Not a whole lot we can do about that. Exciting news, just announced the new game, NASCAR 21 Ignition, coming to Xbox and PlayStation 4, October 28th. 8 cars rolling. Looks like the 4 is going to win the race off of pit road, followed by the 8 machine, the 48, and the 12, followed by the 3 car rounding out the top 5. Go through the field real quick. We'll have the 4 of Chris Matikansky, holding down that top spot. He's had every challenger in the book for the Championship 4 so far. They're throwing everything at him, but he's holding it clean, just like Kevin Harvick would in that 4 machine. And we have the 8 machine of Simon Brown, aka Mountaineer, in the 2nd position. Looks like he's going to pick the inside lane there. Maybe he rolled off 3rd. In the 2nd position outside row, we're going to have the 48 for this restart, Jared Chandler. 3rd, we're going to have Simon Brown. In the 12, we're going to have Caleb Baston, aka Taz. And then rounding out the top 5, we're going to have the 3 of Christian Parker. And on the outside in the 9, number 9 Hooters machine, Marcus Snow for this restart. Chris Matikinski with another outstanding restart. He's going to pull him down into turn 1. Easy clear. Challenge is going to be on the backstretch. See who gets the run on him. We'll go on board here with the 8 machine. You got to keep it tight on the bottom here. You can easily lose 2 to 3 spots on these restarts. He is just staying in the draft, holding the pretty wheel, not losing that momentum as you build up that engine speed. Chris, easy keen to give up that bottom. Not really too concerned about leaving that bottom open. He likes the run he gets on the middle there. We'll look at the whole field here from the Mobile One extended cam. 48's looking really tight here. Looks like he might give him a little bit of a bumper. Need a little more nudge than that to get him out the way. And if you don't think the Championship 4 is the best in the field, folks, just look at your top 4 drivers. They've gone back to the front in about 20 laps here. Chris Matikinski rolling P1 still in the Mobile One machine, followed by the 48 of Jared Chandler, the 8 of Simon Brown, and the 3 of Christian Parker. Christian Parker looks like he's under attack from the Hendrick Cars machine. Who's driving that? Jeff Sanders in the 24. Looking like Kyle Larson from the front with the Hendrick Cars paint scheme. That's the 24 car from last year. Jeff's been quietly keeping his car in the top 5 so far. Gets a little bit of piece of the wall there. I'm trying to hang with these Championship 4 guys as we have a battle for the lead off of turn 4. 48 cars looking underneath. It's so hard to make that pass. Homestead's such a tough track to pass that. He's going to fall under fire from the 8 car Simon Brown as they go into turn number 2 here. Give you an update here soon on the lap count. Not too sure how many laps are left here in stage number 1. These guys are racing like it's stage 3 though, going at it. And they want to lead this race. They want to control this race. They want to leave no doubt that if they win this race, they were the best car. Looks like we got a little bit of a checkup coming off of turn 4 there. Don't know what happened to the 4 car Chris Matikinski, but he got the apron a little bit. And we've got 7 cars under a blanket. We'll go to the broadcast view. We'll jump on board with the 8 car who just took the lead from Chris Matikinski. Not sure if he gave him the bumper or Chris just got a little loose there coming off the exit. Really easy to get down on that apron off the exit, especially once you got some laps on the tires. We got a draft in line here. This looks like Daytona. A couple hours down the interstate from Daytona here at Miami Beach, Florida, but 8 car's going to lead him down the front stretch. First time we've seen anybody really get past Matikinski. We'll see how he recovers here. Ooh, looks like he tries to get back to the 8. Maybe a little bit of contact there early on. Oh, 8 car flexing his muscle a little bit as they come off of turn 2. 24 gets really sideways. He'll keep it on the track. Trying to take the road course line off of turn 2 there. Championship 4 back in the top 4 again. You'd love to see it. All with multiple wins. 8 cars got the most mile-and-a-half wins. Twice at Kansas this season. Simon Brown's won. Kansas, very similar style of racetrack with the banking and outside line as Homestead. Nothing really similar to Homestead, but if I had to pick a track, Kansas would be one of them. And Simon Brown with both wins there. Some cars making contact. Looks like the 48 gets a little loose there. See if we can get back to the camera there. He'll lose a couple positions. Got on the wall a little bit. Like I said, really easy to lose that nose coming off of turn 2, really off of turn 4 as well. As the fuel starts to burn off, you get loose, get some heat in those tires. We have the 42 Nitro has spun out. Not sure what happened to this machine. Don't know if he's parking it or if he wrecked on his own. Cars are still racing. Looking like we're under yellow here. Got a good battle here for the fifth position as Jeff Sanders kind of recovers here. He's back in the top 5. Beastmaster looking to make up for that early mistake off of turn 2 there. Going to be followed by his teammate there in the 9 car, Marcus Snow. A little bit of a brake check from the 1 machine. That'll be Chris Ryan. Mason Tomlinson coming back into the mix in that 20 machine. After that early incident he was in where he fell behind, he's getting back into the mix here. 3 car looking underneath the 8 machine. That's Ruby, not Taz. Ruby's going to make the pass. Not going to clear him right away. It's going to be a battle for the lead here. Ruby going into turn 1. Going to clear him. Teammates working together, maybe, maybe not. Everyone getting loose. But an accident on the backstretch. Everybody's getting loose back here. It's sounding like a yellow. Engines are winding down. Yeah, I figured. We saw the 22, the 9. All the cars kind of come together. As you get into the run here at Homestead, the fuel burns off, cars get lighter, you start to get really, really light on the back wheels coming off the turns and really easy to get loose. And looks like the game caution may have come out here. Cars are kind of under the AI control, looks like. It's going to be the 3 of Ruby out front. Or maybe the 8 of Simon Brown out front. Hard to tell there when that yellow came out. RCR teammates 1-2, followed by the 48 machine and the 4 machine. We'll get this restart line back up here. A little bit of a shuffle on the pit stops for Ruby and Chris Matacantian to lead them to the restart here. Pretty dead even on the start. No one really giving an advantage. Ruby going to pack it down on the bottom. He should get the advantage to the middle. We'll see if Chris gets the run off the top side off turn 2. Ruby will clear the 4. Battle's going to be for the 3rd position. And that's not a battle anymore either. Top 5 stay pretty single file as they go into turn number 3. 1 machine of Popeye looks underneath the 48, but he's going to be challenged on the outside by the 8 machine. Championship 4, back in the top 4 again. Hard to see who's really a clear favorite. We haven't had too many green flag runs so far. 8 car, it's really, really loose. He's going to be in the grass. Going to save the car. Don't know if that's going to be a yellow. Might have been an isolated incident. 8 car lost quite a bit of time there. Falling way behind. Got them rear tires heated up. He's going to have to fall in here, get a good rhythm. Try and chase these guys back down. A lot of laps left though in this 8 machine. It's part of being a championship driver, championship battle. Can't let those things get to you early on. Still 2 stages left to go. So we have a heated battle for the lead here. Chris Matacanski trying to avenge that early upset where he got into the wall, got passed by a few guys there. We cycle through every camera but the one we want to be on. Let me get back to the broadcast camera here. The battle's going to be for 2nd as Chris going to take the lead. 48 and the 3 are going to go at it for that 2nd position as the 24 looks on. Ruby trying to take that run to the outside. He's going to clear the 48. 48's going to try to hold off his teammate in the 24. 24's going to look inside as Ruby's going to put pressure on the 4 for the lead. Three's peeking. 3's looking. Going ball with the mobile 1 cam here. Looking at Chris Matacanski. Ruby's looking underneath. Ruby with great short run speed so far. Really showing that turn in that car through the center. Chris's drive off is what's kept him in the lead for the most part during this race. See if that hangs on in the long run. See Beastmaster packing it in again. Championship 4 drivers are given all the room but no room here. They're racing with every inch of the racetrack, every inch of the cars. That's what you want to see. This battle's going to continue for the lead. We're doing pace laps here at 190 miles an hour. Ruby's going to try to slide him up in front. Ooh, that was brave. Chris cut him a break there. Chris gave him a little bit of a break there. Ruby definitely slid him up in front of him, but he's going to take the lead there. Race for a championship, these are the moves you got to make. Risks you got to take here. Chris going to fall under fire from the 48. Chris struggling a little bit on that top side, trying to keep the momentum wound up here. 48's going to lose the spot. Chris is going to get the run. He's going to pack it down in there. Going to have to lift a little bit. Oh, Ruby into the wall. Bounces off the 48. That's going to be a yellow. Multiple cars in the fence. Cars bouncing off each other. 9 cars in it. 48 car in it. Again for the second time. You know he's got to be fuming. He's trying to recover, keep his car clean. 8 car looks like he might have got some damage. Damage not a deal breaker on this game. You could fix it, but keeping the nose clean, keeping it out front, that's where you want to be. Running order before the restart, before pit stop, is going to be the 4 of Chris Matikansky, the 1 of Chris Ryan, the 20 of Mason Tomlinson, the 12 of Caleb Maston, and the 24 car of Jeff Sanders. Those of you that are just joining us, we are good ways through stage number 1. Getting ready to finish up stage number 1 here. Coming up on the restart. Just had our 3rd yellow of the night. So we go on board with the Mobile 1 machine of Chris Matikansky as he leads him back to the green. Pretty even kill restart. Everyone getting a little room here. Chris gonna try to pack it down and get that edge into turn 1. The battle's going to be for the 2nd position as the 1 and the 20 are going to go at it. This is the first time we've seen Mason Tomlinson towards the front. Not one of the Championship 4 drivers, but he's definitely looking to make some hay here. Chris Matikansky is the only Championship 4 driver in the top 5 at the moment, as the other 3 contenders are trying to recover from that last accident and brought out the caution. Chris going to pack it down into turn 1. Not going to be any challengers for him at the moment. We'll go through some of these other battles. It's going to be Chris Ryan in the number 2 position. The battle's going to be for 3rd here, as we see the 9 of Marcus Snow get a little loose off of turn 4 there. Kojak looking to put the pressure on Jeff Sanders. The 24 gets a little bit into the 1. Sanders pushed up the racetrack. Kojak's going to easily slide underneath, take that 3rd position. They're going to be trying to go 4 wide off of turn 4. That doesn't usually work. Hop on board with Marcus Snow here, see what he's fighting, or not, because I put the wrong camera again. Get back on board with Marcus here. Harder to get the momentum built up on the bottom, especially in traffic. He's going to try and clear himself up to the top. Probably got still someone coming on the outside here. It'll be the 24 car. Going to be 3 wide in front of him as Mason struggling a little bit there. He got up to 2nd, close to 2nd. But kind of struggling with that car a little bit. As we have a potential battle for the lead up here. Looks like the number 1 machine was looking in on Chris Matikansky there, but no dice. As the 3 of Ruby's going to make his move. As Mason gets into the fence, the 3, the 9, and the 24 all make their way by him. Chris Matikansky with a 3 or 4 car length lead. Going to be the 22 of Kojak with the heavy pressure from Beastmaster, Beast Assassin, and the 48 machine. If I've been calling him Beastmaster the whole time, I apologize. Beast Assassin. Beastmaster sounds cool too, though. It's going to be the 4 of Chris Matikansky out front, 22 of Kojak, Melvin Morris, under pressure from the 48 of Jared Chandler. He's going to be followed by the 8 machine of Simon Brown, the 1 machine of Chris Ryan, the 3 of Christian Parker, the 9 of Marcus Snow, 12 of Caleb Meston, the 24 of Jeff Sanders, and the 42 car of, I have my notes here, the 42 car of Nate Leicester. Haven't mentioned him much today. Hanging in there just inside the top 10. And followed by the 20 of Mason Tomlinson. Let's take a look at our championship driver first focus. We got to take you up to the front here. Man who's been out front most of the race with the Mobile 1 on board here, Chris Matikansky. Chris Matikansky's from Greenfield, Massachusetts. They call him the Masshole. He's a lovely guy, though. I've raced him for quite a few years. Chris was fortunate enough to get into Crossbones this season. His first season with the Crossbones Racing League. And it looks like we're under yellow here. Just as I was getting ready to do the driver spotlight. Looks like we lost quite a few drivers there. Hard to see who was involved. 3's got a little bit of damage, 12's got damage. Things happen in a split second. It's usually when you're trying to do a run through the field or a spotlight on somebody is when you lose someone to a yellow, someone crashes, something happens. Still trying to get a read on how many laps are left here. We're somewhere still in stage 1. Don't know if that was the end of stage 1. Have to see here. I'll go back to the front of the field. As Chris Madkinson's going to lose the lead, as Mountaineer's going to be out front for this restart. See how the restart goes. As the 8 car will bring him down to the line. It'll be the 8 and the 48 leading him into turn number 1. Or Chris Madkinson's going to look on. He's going to have a challenger from Kojak on the outside as that bottom lane starts to surge ahead. Cars will rocket out of turn number 2. 12 car gets a little loose, he'll fly off the racetrack. Should be able to recover though. 4 car's going to back it off just a little bit, give the 8 some room. Melvin Morris looks on underneath. 48 trying to get a run on the outside. It's a good run up top. Battle's going to be for second place off of turn number 4. Simon Brown's going to lead him into turn 1. He's got a bit of a car length advantage over the 48 machine. 4 is going to look on there. You can go on board with him. Gonna look back at that Ally 48 machine. 48 gets good runs off of turn 2. It's the second lap in a row he's done that. He'll look to the inside for the lead. We're gonna be door to door. Can't pick a favorite out of this front 4 group, this championship 4 group. They're all racing each other hard up here. Haven't really gotten a long run under us just yet. Those of you just joining us, it's been a heated championship 4 battle so far. I believe we're still somewhere in stage 1. Trying to get a good read on what lap we're on here. There's the 8 car of Simon Brown out front, followed by the 48 machine of Beast Assassin, or Beastmaster if you were with me earlier in the broadcast. And we have the 4 machine of Chris Matikansky going heavy for second here, trying to get that run on the outside. Going to be 3 cars, 3 wide behind him as Ruby tries to make up spots and get back on this championship 4 battle. Let's go on board here with Ruby. Find him. The 42 is going to get in the grass a little bit. See if we can get on board here with Ruby. Get a good on board. He's under pressure from Marcus Snow in the 9. The Bass Pro Shops onboard camera here. We can get this run on the top side. We got a little bit in the door there. Someone got into him a little bit. I don't know if it was Marcus in the Hooters machine. Hopefully we can settle into a long run here, see what these guys got for speed. No doubt these championship 4 guys are good. You see 3 of them under a blanket. Ruby trying to join the battle here. Ruby's strength has been through the center all race long. See if we can get up to these guys. It looks like Chris is going to get back to the lead here. Always action going on this racetrack. 48 trying to pack him, following underneath there for second. See if we can get back up to him. See if the 48 can get a run here. Oh, it gets loose. That's that air we're talking about. Load gets taken off the car, coming off the 2 as the track flattens out and you just lose the nose. Super easy to do here. I've done it almost every time I've raced here. Doesn't lose too much time though, he stays in the battle. Well, it's hard to keep that 4 car out of the lead though, isn't it? He always finds his way back up there, but these championship 4, you can't argue about their speed. 48 settles back into 3rd there. Not really too many battles going on. Mason trying to recover here. He's going to look on the 9. Those 2 have had some heated battles over the years. Mason looking inside here. 8 car's going to peek inside. Nothing doing there. 4 is going to shut the door on him. Look at all the different lines. What you love about Homestead. It can be hard to pass sometimes, but everyone likes a little bit different line here. 48's going to peek inside the 8 here for second. Nothing doing there. Brown's going to shut the door on him. Matikansky's going to hold the lead. 3 cars going to peek outside here for third. Going to get a run on him. Try to pull a little side draft. Can't really get there. Marcus Snow's peeking inside of Ruby here for fourth. The most spread out kind of run we've seen so far. It's really what you get at Homestead though with the draft. Cars kind of settling in. Cars in a train. 48 tries to peek a bumper on the left rear quarter of the 8 machine. 8's going to look outside the 4. Chris got that clean air on the nose. Keeps him. Oh, we got a contact. 9 car goes flying off the racetrack. Ruby in an accident. Not sure if he was in that first accident. First yellow of the day, but that'll be putting him in the rear there. Not sure what happened. Looks like maybe the 3 machine got a little loose and just collected the 9. Heavy damage for the 9 machine. Like we said though, with the damage, it doesn't really do much for you on this game. Get in, it'll fix it. Car might drive a little different, but not too much effect there. Hardest thing to regain at Homestead Miami Speedway's track position. But we'll take this time to give you a 10-second commercial break brought to you by Credit One Bank. Welcome back to the Dixie Vodka 400. We're going to bring you this restart with the 9 of Chris Matikansky and the 8 of Simon Brown, followed by the 48 machine of Jared Chandler and the 20 of Mason Tomlinson. Chris for another decent restart. Always choosing that bottom so far. Really hard to hold the speed up on the outside before the cars get wound up. Once the momentum gets up that outside, it'll be a little bit better, but 48's going to look inside for second here. 8 machine's going to try to keep the speed wound up. Ooh, he's going to try to get that real estate. 48's going to pack it down in there. I believe Simon will be able to hold off Jared here on the outside here. Gets him off the turn 2. They're anti though. 8th car's going to look inside of Chris here. They're going to pack it in there. He's going to try to slide him. There he goes. Ooh, contact between the 48 and the 4. Chris trying to pinch him down. Wheel to wheel off of turn number 2. Chris with the advantage into turn 3. 48's looking outside. 8 car packs it down into turn 3 again. And racing each other as hard as they can here. Kojak looking inside the 48. He knows it's a championship race, but he knows there's a win on the line as well. Boy, it's 8 cars under a blanket for the lead here. 8's going to take the lead from the 4. 4's going to slide back under him. Kojak gets a little loose under the 48. He'll recover. Get back on track there. Chris trying to side draft back into turn 3. Good battle for the lead here. That's what you want to see. Hard to call at the line who the leader was there. 4's holding door to door with the 8. 48 looking on. 12 is Taz has joined the party. Mason Tomlinson with a recovery into the top 5, and Ruby looking to get back in the top 5 as well. But the battle's for the lead. 48 just pushes the 4 past the 8. 4 to the lead, 48 to second. 8's going to look back underneath. Got to believe the 48 just wanted to get by. They're going to be looking 3 wide for a minute. 48 goes to the outside for the lead. Great racing here for the top spot. You can't ask for anything better. Chris pulls that mobile one forward in the middle. 48 gets in the fence. He's going to lose a lot of position, a lot of momentum there. He's going to fall outside the top 5. Chris is going to have the 8 on his bumper. Ruby back in the top 5. He's in 4th, looking for 3rd on Taz here. Looks like he's going to get him. Love the way that 3 car cuts to the center of the corner. Chris with a mirror full of the 8 machine. Let's go on board with him. Chris holding pretty line through the middle here. Mobile 1 onboard camera. 8 car losing some time. He's under pressure from his teammate in the 3. Really hard to hold this 3 car off on the early run. He's had some bad luck with some yellows, but he's cutting the center better than any of the cars here. See if he gets a good run on him. 8's going to look for a shot at the lead here. It's so hard to pull away as you're the leader. And watch this battle from the onboard. Simon sends it into turn 1. Slides up. Chris going to look for the crossover here. Going to be hard to do when you got the 3 Ruby looking underneath you there. Ruby's going to cut in some slack. They're going to side draft. Which lane does Ruby go with here? I think Ruby's going to pick the bottom. He does. Looking on board the Mobile 1 car. At least 97 lead changes today, folks. You can't ask for anything better. I lost track. 4 car's going to put it back in front. 8 car's going to give him a bumper down the front stretch, send him off into turn 1. Ruby's going to look for second here. 8 car's going to try to hold him off with the momentum. Mason Tomlinson looking on in 4th position. Hooters machine of Marcus Snow. Good run by Simon Brown off of turn 2. He's going to be right on the bumper of that 4 machine. Going to give Chris the bumper. Going to turn underneath him here. Chris going to try to turn down, pinch him off, try not to let him get that exit there. Ruby's in the catbird seat again. He's going to go inside. Watch that 3 car cut through the center here. Chris trying to pinch him down. Battle's going to be for second as the 8 car takes the lead. Championship 4 drivers putting on a show. 48 lost a little bit of momentum there. He's recovered. He's hanging back in there in the 8th position at the moment. Look underneath Kojak for 7th. Chris looking back underneath for the lead here. You saw Chris kind of go down to the apron. You get a little loose. The condition we've been fighting all night. Condition we've been talking about here at Homestead. Now Ruby looking for the lead. Can't say enough about that recovery of the 3 team. Been put in the back twice. 8 machine as well. Everybody's had to recover. Kojak goes off the track. Not sure if he got help there, if he lost the nose a little bit. Chris with the bumper to the 3 car. They're going to battle for second. Boy, it's going to be tough letting that 8 car get away like that. He gets out of the draft. Not going to do a long run here. Mountaineer's not one you want to let get away at these 1.5 miles. 3 wins on 1.5 miles throughout the season, 4 wins total. We'll go ahead and do our first Championship 4 spotlight as they race for second in the back behind Mountaineer 17 here. I was going to start with Chris Matikansky early on, but we had that yellow. So I'll go ahead and start with Simon Brown here. Simon Brown's from East Pennsboro, Pennsylvania. Coming into the Championship 4 race has 4 wins on the season. 2 wins at Kansas Speedway, 1 Kentucky, and 1 at Michigan. All high downforce tracks, all high speed tracks. Gonna get a little loose off the exit there. But back to the success of this number 18. 4 wins on the season. Part of that Championship 4 crew. As we're gonna be under yellow, wouldn't you know it, doing a Championship 4 spotlight. But can't say enough about this 8 team. Definitely earned their spot in Championship 4. 3 wins on 1.5 miles. If you want a favorite for today, this might be the guy. So we have already completed stage 1. We're going to be 6 laps remaining in stage number 2 under yellow here. I believe Mr. Matikansky got the stage 1 win. Stage wins aren't going to do much for you here today. If you want to bring home the championship chip, you want to get that stage 3 win the race. Not sure what the yellow was for there as we were finishing up our spotlight of Mr. Simon Brown. But we'll re-rack it here with our top 5 being Simon Brown, Chris Matikansky, Jared Chandler, Ruby, and Mason Towns. And we're re-racked here for the restart with about 3 or 4 laps to go here in stage number 2 as Simon Brown's going to lead him back to the green here in turn number 1. No one can get really anything going on the outside. It's almost as bad as Atlanta in the Cup Series. You just really can't get anything going. Chris kind of struggled a little bit on the bottom there. Well, they got a little bit of the apron. Simon Brown's loving what he's seen out the rear view. We're going to go on the broadcast camera here. Give you the full view. That Alsco Uniforms car looks good under the lights. Global 1 machine's tucked in behind him in second. And wouldn't you know it, the Championship 4 back in the top 4. That's what we love to see. 48 car, Jared Chandler's going to look underneath here for second. Ooh, there might be a little bit of contact between him and the 4. Chris going to drift up the hill a little bit. He might lose 2 spots here. See if we can get the view here. He does lose both those spots to Ruby and Beast Assassin in the 48 machine. Now Ruby's going to look underneath the 48 as they go into turn number 3. 3's looking inside. He's going to try to side draft. He's going to get that run. That 3 car on new tires to the center of the corner has been the best I've seen all night. The 8 is by far driving away at the moment. Looking like another caution here. Stage 2 is over with. So it's going to be Mr. Simon Brown, your Stage 2 winner. Beast Assassin in the 2nd position. Ruby 3rd. Crown Royal Dad 4th. Chris Matakansky 5th. Mason Tomlinson 6th. Melvin Moore 7th. Taz 8th. Popeye 9th. Nate 10th. And Jeff Sanders rounding out in the 11th position. As we get ready for stage number 3. It's been a quick 2 stages tonight, folks. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. This broadcast brought to you by Dixie Vodka, our title sponsor for the race. Got through the 39 laps of stage number 1, 37 laps of stage number 2. It's all for all the marbles now, folks. 58 laps to decide stage number 3. Your top 4, championship 4 is going to be in the top 5 starting positions here for stage number 3. It's going to be the 8 car leading him to the green here. 48 outside. Seen aggressive moves out of both those guys so far. Really all the guys tonight putting on a great show. You can't ask for anything better. The 8's going to pack it down. The 48 probably got one of the better restarts we've seen up there up top so far. 3 cars going to be looking inside. Off of turn 2. 48's going to get loose, going to get in the door. Going to lose that momentum again. We've seen him make that mistake a couple times. Can't make too many more of those and recover. 3 cars going to be looking inside for the lead. 3 car gets such a good run. 4 is going to look 3 wide. Not going to make it happen at the moment. Chris thinks better of that decision. Chris going to go to the outside here. Try and look for second. Really packs it down on the 3 car there. He's going to get a little tight. That nose is going to shove up on him. Going to lose the position to Kojak there. Kojak going to make a run off of turn 2. Looking for second. Can anybody stop that 8 machine? 8 machines look like the better car in the second half of the race. 4 machine was looking like the car to beat in the first half, but it's been all RCR this second half of the race so far. 3's looking inside though. 3's trying to show his muscle here. Gets a little bit of that apron. He's going to lose the nose off of turn 2 though. Kojak trying to spoil the championship 4 party. You love to see those non-championship guys racing hard and clean. 48's got to pack it on the outside of the 22. 4 car might look 3 wide here. See if we can get on board. 48's going to... 48 and the 4 have the best battle on the track right now. The 9 and the 20 go side by side as well. Mason Tomlinson and Marcus Snow. Ruby looking for some pressure from the 22. Not going to happen. 8 car starting to get some room. Starting to get some clearance. We'll go spotlight with the 3 machine. Haven't talked about his background just yet. Haven't done his championship 4 spotlight. Christian Parker's from Colorado. He's our West Coast guy tonight in the championship 4. Farthest west we got in the championship 4. AKA Ruby. He is the regular season champ. So he's in this championship 4 for a reason. Pulling out wins at Phoenix, Las Vegas, and Talladega. All different discipline racetracks. Las Vegas, another one of those tricky mile and a halves. As we see the 4 get loose, Chris Matakansky in the inside wall. Going to lose a ton of spots there. Not what you want to see in stage number 3. Going back to Christian Parker though. 3 machine. Regular season champ. Definitely deserves to be here, trying to put pressure on that 8 machine. 8 machine might have more mile and a half victories, but regular season champ ain't nothing to slouch at either. Ruby trying to prove why he belongs in the championship 4 tonight. So we'll do your Dixie Vodka running order. You got the 8 machine of Simon Brown out front. Heavy pressure from Ruby. Ruby's going to look inside. Door to door going into turn number 3. Ruby's going to drift up a little. They're both going to drift up. Almost ran out of real estate coming off of 4. Ruby trying to pack it down to the inside there. Kojak's loving what he's watching. She's popcorn and a beer. 3-car packed it down on the apron. Kojak looking. Might have got a little bit of the apron there. Oh, they're going to make contact. 8-car gets loose. Losing that front load that we talked about. 3-car is going to take advantage of it. 22 is going to follow him through. That's the best thing the 3-car could see is a non-championship driver between him and another guy. 3-car to the front. 22 is going to get loose. 8's going to get loose. Everyone's loose. We're dirt racing here at Homestead. 22's looking on. 22's going to spoil the party here, folks. He's got a good car. 8-car's trying to make a run back. 8-car's aggressive. Trying to make his way back through. Everyone's getting loose there. 8-car with a huge run down into turn number 3. I want to give you a running order, but we're not trying to leave this battle for the front here. 3-car's going to push a little bit. 8-car's going to look underneath for the lead. Not going to have it. 3-car with a good run. So it's going to be Christian Parker with the lead. The 8-car of Simon Brown in the second position. See if we can get on board with the 3 here. Give you the running order. 3-car Christian Parker out front. Simon Brown second. Going to be the 48 Beast Assassin Jared Chandler in third position. The only Championship 4 driver we're missing at the moment is Chris Matikansky. He is going to be in the 10th position at the moment. Gonna need a yellow, I think, to get back into this thing. Don't count him out just yet, though. One of the better drivers I've seen at Homestead in my years of racing with him. Outside of the Championship 4 guys, we got Mason Tomlinson in the Toyota front runner position in 4th. Marcus Snow looking underneath him for that 4th position. That was going to put that Hooters machine. If Mason gets tight, he's going to lose it. Going to lose that 4th spot. Going to be Popeye Chris Ryan in the rounding out the top 5 as Mason falls back to the 6th position. Going to be Taz in the number 12 Menards machine. Haven't talked a lot about him tonight, but he's been running solid. Taz going to be running in the 7th position. Kojak we're going to rebound his teammate in the Pennzoil machine, rounding out the top 8. And then we're going to have the 42 of Nate in the 9th position. We can get on board with him. Had that early accident early on, but just quietly been biding his time for stage 3 here. And Chris Matikansky going to round out your top 10. Gotta think Chris is hoping for a yellow here. As we go back to this battle for the front, Ruby able to get by the 8-car. Bring this battle back to the front. Doesn't seem like anybody can hold the lead for more than 5 or 6. 8-car's loose. 8-car's definitely running a looser bar. Maybe got a looser setup on that machine. As the long run starts to build here, who's going to have the better setup? So we got the 22. Kojak, I believe, lost the car. Had to recover. Getting back up to speed here. He's going to fall out of the top 5. Back into the 10th position. I believe we have a yellow. Not sure what happened there. With 22 had contact with somebody. If you're just joining us, thank you for following me along. This is my first go at a racing broadcast. Loved bringing you the action here. This has gone by quick for me. There's so much to watch, so much to see. See why my buddy Alex Smith, give you a shout out, brother. You're the best at this stuff. See why you love this so much. It's been fun to call. Getting down to it here, folks. In about 15 laps, 20 laps through stage number 3. I imagine all the cars are going to come get Ford Fresh Feel Goods here. As we watch the onboard of the 48 machine as they come onto pit road. We'll see who wins the race off pit road here. 3-car going to lead them down. That's Slick Tracker Boats All-Star paint scheme. Trying to be an all-star tonight. Trying to go out on top. Got a hungry pack of championship drivers and drivers just wanting to win. Always want to give your team that nice little token of win. Last race of the season, no matter what you're going for. See the 22 just absolutely crashed the 20 on pit road. That's just a game glitch, folks. There's nothing doing there. See who wins the battle off pit road. You would think it's the 3, but see what pit crew does the job here. 48's going to be close. 3's going to hold serve. 48's kind of punting him a little bit. I don't think that was intentional, though. Just the game doing its thing. Those of you that are just joining us, I'm going to take the time to welcome you. Dixie Vodka 400 in stage number 3. Got Ruby out front, leading the championship 4 contenders. 48 of Beast Assassin in second position, followed by the 8 of Simon Brown. 4-car Chris Matikansky with an extended stay on pit road. Not sure what's going on with him. Not sure if he's fixing damage or what. Chris with a long pit stop. Gotta think he was looking for that yellow though. After getting the fence off of turn 2, lost a lot of spots. Seen yellows bring guys back into it. All the championship 4 have found their share of trouble tonight. As you get down to it here, you see the cream rising to the top though. You gotta think the 4 car is going to be backed up there as well. Every championship 4 driver has been in the lead tonight. That's what you want to see. Not sure if this will be the last rendition of the Crossbones Racing League on NASCAR Heat 5 with the announcement of NASCAR 21 Ignition. Next iteration of the NASCAR gaming franchise. We're all hoping for bigger and better things. I look forward to racing with Melvin and Chris and Marcus and Mason and some of these guys on the new game down the line here. It's been my pleasure to call this race and hopefully get some good action here as we finish up a good season here on NASCAR Heat 5. Those of you in the comments that want to give your shout out to your guy you're watching tonight, or if you're just watching to get some good racing action, either one, give us a shout out. Tell us what you think. Tell me what you think of my lovely commentating, getting everyone's names wrong, everyone's numbers wrong so far. It's been a good one. We'll wait on the field a bunch up here. Give you a quick race run through. Chris Matikansky was out front early in that 4 Mobile 1 machine. Had challengers from the 8, the 48, and the 3. So we're going to get back underway here. Thought we were waiting on the field, but it doesn't look like it. Ruby's going to get back out to the front. Not sure if the 8 was thinking they were restarting either. He's going to lose second to the 48. 48's going to look for the lead on the backstretch. 4's going to get a little loose back there, but further back in the field. 8's looking back underneath. Gotta think this is going to be a tight battle all the way to the end. Who can keep their cool the longest? That's who's going to win it. I like that 3 car on the long runs, 8 car on the short runs. 48's been there all night too. 48 looking, nothing doing there. You know, 3's got sweaty palms. The knuckles are white knuckling it through that turn. He's trying to hold it. And a pack of snarling cars behind him though. 48's going to look. They're going to be door to door into turn 3 here. 48's going to try to pack it down. You want to pinch that guy on the bottom as much as possible. Keep him from getting that run off. Got Marcus Snow in the top 4. Probably the front we've seen him today. Knocking the dust off a little bit. Good to see him in that Hooters number 9. You know he's faster in that 9 machine. We all know it. 3 car looking back underneath here for the 48 though for the lead. 8 car looking on. Championship 4 in the top 3, and then you got Chris Matikansky trying to get back up into the top 6 here. Gonna look underneath Kojak for the 6th position. Gonna be a train of cars. 48's gonna look on the nose. Gonna try to get that run on the 8. He's looking at him. 8 trying to get the run on the 3. 48 might have pushed him up there. 8 car's gonna pack it down in here. See if he tries the slider. Doesn't have enough clearance. 48 trying to push the 8 to the lead here. Marcus Snow looking on. Really hard to break that draft here. Hard to hold the lead. 48 looking for second. 8 car still trying to get the lead from the 3. The 3's just keeping that momentum up. He's going to drift up. He's going to get tight off of here. 8 car's going to steal the lead from the 3. Simon Brown to the front. 3 car said not so fast. Going to look underneath him here in turn 1. 48 looking on. Trying to take that air off the spoiler of that 3 car. Can't get there. He's got a front row seat to this battle of RCR cars though. 3's going to side draft in here. And try and pack it down. See if he gets that cut through the center. The Chevrolets better sort it out. The 4 of Chris Matakanski's joining the party. 48's going to get a little loose, going to get the fence there. Chris going to look underneath. That caution's what we said he needed. Mobile 1 machine back into the top 3. Looking for more off of turn 2. Can he do anything to spoil these RCR party though? 48 is struggling. Gets back in the fence. 3's going to look. See what happened to the 48 there. Not what you want to see if you're the 48 machine. You see those guys out front pulling away from him. 3 car's going to be looking for the lead here. We're going to go on board with the 4 machine. Got 31 laps to go, folks. Still a lot of time left. Fuel run here is 30 laps. So if we do stay green, everyone's making another pit stop. And that's going to play into this race as well. No green flag pit stops so far in this race, but all yellow flag pit stops. Hoping to get a green flag pit stop here. Really want to see a long run on the finish, really let these guys race it out. I want to see too many yellows play into it. Chris got a big front row seat to these guys battling. Great recovery from Chris Matakanski here. And the Mobile 1 on board. Looking at that tracker boats. Tracker boats gets a little tight off of turn 2 there. Ruby trying to hold it down. 8 car's going to get really wide here as these laps tick down. Chris been running that middle groove most of the night. Just feel a chatter in the car. You can see it. Car sways back and forth coming off of 2 and 4. All these cars, they just lose that. 3's going to look underneath the 8. Get into him a little bit. That's what Chris wants to see. Chris going to get in the fence a little bit. Might get into another car. He lost the camera there. Got into the 9. Definitely going to be a yellow. Just talked about the 4's recovery. Got back into the fence there. Not sure if that's going to be a yellow. Thought it was. Looks like everyone's slowing down here. So it's going to be Simon Brown holding the lead up front after that yellow. Looks like contact between the 4 and the 9 of Marcus Snow. We got Simon Brown up front. It's going to be a manual caution, looks like, with the 3 warming up his tires. Can't do that under the AI yellows, unfortunately. It'll be the 3 of Ruby in second, followed by the 20 of Mason Tomlinson. Trying to get a good run out of that Toyota. 22 of Melvin Morris in the throwback Pennzoil machine. Got Marcus Snow in the Hooters machine rounding out the top 5. The 12 of Caleb Maston, followed by the 48 of Jared Chandler. The 4 of Chris Matakanski, the 42 of Nate, and that might be it for now, actually. This car's bringing on to pit road. See who gets the race off the pit road here. See what adjustments, what tweaks the cars need. It's hard to fight that loose condition. Really can't find anything to really handle that. It's really all about driver input at that point. The car's getting into it on pit road, but that's just the game. Nothing you can do about it. We've seen these cars struggle to get into a long run all night long. Getting loose on exit, getting into the fence. Just pushing the cars to the absolute limit. The 8 car wins the race off pit road here. That's huge, that's important. Track position is going to be more and more critical as we get down to these laps here. Going to be the 8 car, the 3 car of Ruby, followed by Mason, Kojak, look like the 12 of Taz. 9 car going to lose a couple spots fixing that damage he got from the 4 incident with the 4 car. Chris in the 4, Jared in the 48, going to have some work to do here on this restart. Looks like Mountaineer's going to take the outside here for this restart. I haven't seen that too much tonight. I'm not sure that teammates working together or not here. Going to be under 30 to go when they come to the line, so we shouldn't see green flag pit stops. It's just going to be a straight race to the finish. Got a few more yellows than I think some of the guys with the long run cars want to see tonight, but it's been part of it, unfortunately. These cars get loose on them older tires. Go back green here. 8 car's trying to get away. 3's going to look on the inside, though. He's not going to have the room. That's probably why the 8 car chose the top. Simon's going to get 2 or 3 car lengths off of exit here. Good run by the 8 car. 8 car's been getting good runs on exit all night long. Battle's going to be for second. 3's car is going to get in the wall a little bit. Hard to tell what happened there. 3 car lost a lot of positions. 48's back into it already. 4 car's back into it in third. As Jared and Chris try to bring it back up into the battle to the 8 machine. 8 car's been the better car in stage 3. Haven't had a long run to really see anybody challenge him other than his teammate in the 3. It's gonna be hard to see what happens here. Well, we have a moment as this battle heats up before we get down to it. We'll talk about our third driver here, Jared Chandler, aka Beast Assassin or Beastmaster, as I was calling him early on in the race. From Marshall, North Carolina, got 3 wins this season: Daytona, Sonoma, and Darlington. 3 very different racetracks, so it shows his talent. I mean, you can't speak enough about a plate win, a road course win, and probably the hardest 1.5-mile track on the circuit in Darlington. You can't really go wrong there. Definitely earns his spot here. We've seen him aggressive all night long. All the championship 4 guys have been trying to bring North Carolina, Marshall, North Carolina home a championship trophy. Holding it down in the 48 machine. He's got the right car to do it. Whole 7 times Allied machine. He's looking at pressure from the 4 machine right now, though. Chris Matakanski's going to bring it up underneath him. 48 gets a little loose. 4's going to have help from Taz. Might lose both spots here. Chris sets his sights on the 8 machine. We'll finish up our final championship 4 profile and Chris here, as we started him early on, but we got that yellow. They call him the Masshole because he's from Greenfield, Massachusetts. Chris Matakanski with 5 wins this season. Indy, Dover, New Hampshire, Texas, and Pocono. Equally as talented as the other guys. Multi-discipline racetracks. Can't say enough about this guy. I've raced with him for a while. One of the best to ever do it at Homestead. He loves this place. See if we can get him settled into a long. We've seen some mistakes out of him tonight. I know he's talked about minimizing those over the years. It's a crucial moment for all these guys. See if Chris can get it done on the Mobile 1 machine. But if he wants to do it, he's going to have to go to that man right there. Mountaineer's been what looks to be the better car. Don't see any damage on that 8 machine either, and that's crucial. He's kept his nose clean. Got into an early incident early on, but that 8 machine out front right now. Going to be looking at 21 laps to go here. Dixie Vodka 400 championship race for the Crossbones Racing League. Those of you that have been watching all night, thank you for your support. Hopefully I haven't talked your ear off too much as we get down to the closing laps here. Somebody's walking away with a championship race tonight, championship win. Coming down to 20 to go here. And we just need to see who it's going to be. There's going to be a challenge mounted by at least a couple of drivers. You got to think Chris is going to have his shot. 48 and a 3 are going to get back at it. They're already back in the top 5. Taz is breaking up the party right now in third. 48 gets loose though. That might be a yellow. 48 spinning down the backstretch. Seen that a lot out of the 48 tonight. Looks like we're going to be under yellow here. Coming to 19 to go. .48's gotten in the fence quite a few times, especially off of turn 2, just losing the nose. Not the only guy to do it tonight though. As we go under yellow here with the manual caution, we'll take this time to go on a quick commercial break, brought to you by Credit One Bank. Welcome back to the Crossbones Racing League Championship race, the Dixie Vodka 400. Drivers making their way down pit road. Should be coming to 18 to go here at the stripe. They're all going to pit for 4 fresh tires and Sunoco Racing fuel. Any last minute adjustments they're going to need. Getting down to where you might need a short run car here. Seen a lot of short run speed out of the 8 machine. Haven't really had a long run tonight, so it's going to be hard to see who can really pace themselves here for this last run. You'd like to see a run to the checkers without any more yellows. Let's see what we get here out of these guys. It's going to be a tight race off pit road. Looks like the 8's barely going to win that race, followed by the 12, the 3, the 4, the 9, 20, 22. Not your top 8 there. So I go back to the leader here, Simon Brown. Yeah, pre-race happy hour practice, I interviewed some of the guys, talking to a few of the drivers, getting their thoughts on the race, and a lot of the guys pointed to this 8 car they were going to have to beat tonight. Can't say enough about him. Been holding down the last half of the race here. Had some challengers. Biggest start to him so far has been his teammate, the 3, Ruby. That's what Ruby's got for him here. Going to be Simon Brown, P1, Taz in 2nd position, Ruby 3rd, Marcus 4th, Chris in 5th position, Kojak 6th, Mason 7th, and Beast Assassin Jared Chandler in 8th position as we go green here. Simon Brown's going to lead him into turn 1 with 17 to go here. Ruby's going to try and get breakaway in 2nd as the battle's going to be for 3rd between Taz and Chris. Chris looks like he's going to clear the 12. Chris needed that one. And try to set his sights on Ruby here for 2nd. Chris drives it deep into turn 1 on them fresh tires. Got to use them while you can. Use all the grip in them. Make up spots here. They'll make contact a little bit. That's just racing. 8 car's loving what he's seeing. If the 4 car can get back to that early run speed he had at the beginning of the race. 48's trying to make his way back in. He gets up to 6 underneath Mason back there for the 6th position. 12 car looking underneath. Low contact from the 9. I'll go door to door for the 5th position. 8 car's trying to hold it down. Chris trying to mount the run. Got Ruby right on his back door. Beast Assassin makes his way into 5th, looking underneath the 9. Chris right on the bumper of the 8 for the lead, though. So we're at 15 laps to go here. Chris trying to give the bumper to the 8 machine. Championship's on the line, folks. Chris for the lead down in turn number 3. Ruby is going to make it 3 wide. He's looking at it. He's looking at it. It's going to be a battle for 2nd now as 14 to go. Simon holding serve again. Can he do it for 14 more circuits? Ruby going for 2nd. It's going to be Chris for 3rd. 48 back in the fence again. 48 struggling with the handle on that machine. Is this another yellow? Or are we going to stay green? It's going to be a caution. Looking like the game caution. 48 back into the fence there. Just giving all he can. Can't fault the guy who's just trying to get back to the front. Running out of laps to do it. Not sure if the A car wants more restarts, but it's going to bring the laps down, so you got to think that's less chances for him to get past, get challenged. Got to think drivers are going to get more desperate as we get down to it here, folks. Seeing great racing all night long out of the championship 4 drivers. As the 8 machine trying to bring home the championship. 3 car trying to spoil the party, bring it home for his team. 8 car's going to hold serve. Don't think anybody in the front 4 pitted. Move some of the guys in the back. So we're going to go green here. Try and hop back on the 8 machine. Simon's going to lead him to turn 1. Going to have Ruby looking outside. We're going to be at 10 laps to go. 4 car rockets through the center of the corner. He's going to get to 2nd. Ruby going to try to settle in 3rd. Chris going to look for it on the backstretch. Chris is going to send it into this corner. You know he is. You got to go for it here. You got to pack it down in there. Racing hard, giving each other room. Door to door for the lead off of 4. Ruby looking on. Does he make it 3 wide? Not yet. Beast back into 4th. Championship 4 all in the top 4. 9 to go. Ruby's looking. Chris and the 8 eyeing each other. Chris and Simon. Ruby's looking. Chris trying to edge the lead off of turn 2. Oh, he gets loose. Does he save it? He saves it. They're going to be 3 wide for a minute. They're still 3 wide. Simon loves what he's seeing. Y'all keep racing 3 wide for second. They're going to have to sort that out quick. Coming to 8 to go here. Looks like Beast is going to get the run on the top side. Chris gets loose again. Got to settle on the 4th there. Beast not short to use the nose here. Jared Chandler aggressive. They've all been aggressive tonight. Ruby packs it on the back of that 48 machine though. These guys got to sort it out. You race too hard for second, you're going to let the 8 just walk away with it here. Ruby's looking for it. 48 might have got in the bumper of the 8 there a little bit. Simon trying to pull away. Ruby's going to look for second. Chris trying to come back in 4th. Got challenged from the 9 and 5th. Simon still holds serve. 7 laps to go here. I think Simon's loving the racing he's seeing out of those back 3. Ruby's still looking for second here. One of them's going to have to get clear to challenge this 8 machine. Chris looking on in 4th. Ruby might clear him here. He does. This Beast tried the crossover. He doesn't. Chris getting loose again. Running out of laps here. 6 to go at the line. It's going to take some perfect laps from Ruby in the 3 car to get back to Simon. Can he do it? He's got pressure from the 48. So Simon's race to lose. Chris getting loose again. Simon with perfect turns in that 8 machine. 3 cars not done with him yet. 48's right on his bumper. Marcus trying to give the 4 some room. Chris is loose. Can Chris recover in time? He might be too far back. Ruby's looking on the 8 machine. It's not there yet though. 3 cars for the championship right now unless Chris can get back there. Chris fighting a loose condition though. Jared's looking outside. Not close enough. Simon's driving good laps right now. Ruby's going to have to do something here. Back into turn 1. Oh, Ruby sends it deep into turn 1. You know he wants that championship. 4 to go here, folks. 4 laps remaining. Simon leading him down the backstretch. Gotta be thinking what's going through his head right now as he's got to drive out the windshield. Can't look out the mirror. Trying to bring a championship home to RCR. Ruby's not letting him go. Ruby's staying in that draft. Ruby's gonna put the pressure on him here. Does he give him the bumper? Not close enough to give him the bumper just yet, but he's there. He's definitely there. Going down the backstretch here. Should be coming to 2 to go at the line. We'll double check that. Ruby packs it down behind Simon. 2 cars for the championship. 48 still in there though. Still hanging around in case these 2 mess up. Should be 2 to go here. Can Simon do it? Simon's trying to hold on. Ruby packs it down in there again. 2 laps to go. Ruby a car length off of Simon. Simon's loose, so is Ruby. Both of them chasing their cars. Giving it all they got. Ruby sends it back in. Gonna try to get that run through the middle here. Simon's been so good on that bottom lane though. Gonna be coming to the white flag. 1 to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Simon Brown. Mountaineer 17. From East Pennsboro, Pennsylvania. 3 more turns. Coming out of turn number 2. Ruby's not going to be close enough. Going to need something desperate out of that 3 machine. It's all out the windshield for Mountaineer at this point. Brown brings that 8 machine through turns 3 and 4 for the final time. 48's going to challenge the 3, but it's going to be all 8 machine, all school uniforms, RCR car coming out of turn number 4. Simon Brown's going to be your Crossbones Racing League champion. excellent drive in the final half of the race by the 8 machine. Couldn't ask for anything better. Drove a perfect race in the second half. Got challenges from all 3 Championship 4 competitors. Simon Brown brings it home. Your 2021 Crossbones Racing League champion from Homestead Miami Speedway. Just what an outstanding performance from the 8 machine. All the competitors did an outstanding job. We saw leaders from all Championship 4 drivers lead the race tonight. As I gather my thoughts here, that was a great effort from the 3 machine. 48 was right there. Chris may have loosened his car up a little bit too much there, but he gave it his effort, and he led the majority of the first half of the race. So your final official results, pending post-race inspection, it's going to be Mountaineer Simon Brown, your race winner, your championship winner, well-deserved. Going to be his 5th win of the season, followed by his teammate Ruby finishing 2nd in the championship, the 48 finishing 3rd in the race, 3rd in the championship. Chris Matikansky, your stage 1 winner, going to be finishing 8th in the race, 4th in the championship. Marcus Snow, your first non-championship driver, followed by Mason, rounding out your top 5. Taz in 6th, Kojak in 7th, Nate in 9th, Popeye in 10th. And that's going to round out your top 10. And then we got Jeff Sanders in 11th. What a phenomenal race, folks. Had a little bit of everything there. I really enjoyed the broadcast. Can't say enough about those Championship 4 guys. Put on a great show for me. I don't think I shut up one time. Got in a few commercial breaks there. Tried to give them all a bit of a spotlight. They all deserved it, but can't say enough about that all-school uniforms number 8 machine, Simon Brown. Congrats on the championship. Well-deserved. Outstanding job, man. Those of you that joined us for the Dixie Vodka 400, brought to you by the Crossbones Racing League, we thank you for your support. Give us a like, give us a subscribe. Might do this again sometime. I really enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed watching the Championship 4 go at it. Make sure you congratulate Simon Brown on his Crossbones Championship 2021. And this is Justin Miller signing you off for tonight's broadcast. Thank you. This is Justin Miller back one more time. I may have the championship winner here shortly on the microphone. We'll see if we can get some post-race interviews here from all the Championship 4 drivers. Got some extra after credits action here for you. See if I can get Simon Brown on the line. Maybe we can get some other drivers as well, get their thoughts on the race. Hopefully we can get those drivers in here. Really hope you guys enjoyed the action, though. Wow, I enjoyed it. Voice got a little hoarse there at the end. That's what the cherry Coke was for, though. This race brought to you by Dixie Vodka. If I drank Dixie Vodka during the race, I don't think it would have been as good of a broadcast. Some of you might have enjoyed it a little more, though. All right, let's see if we can jump over here. Get some after-action reports here. That was a phenomenal race, gentlemen. That was fun to watch, fun to call. Simon, the champion. Let's get your thoughts, my man. Yeah, shout out to them. Yeah, so we when I was calling the race there, the first stage seemed like the 4 had the better car, but that last half, did you make any adjustments in stage 1 or 2 that kind of made your car a little bit better there at the end? Okay. Yeah, once we got into stage 3 there, it just really didn't seem like it seemed like some people could challenge you. Ruby was giving you the most problems there towards the end, but congrats, man. That was fun to watch. Ruby, are you on the mic, my good sir? So you come up one spot short. You gave Simon all you had there. What are your thoughts on the race? Yeah. Yeah, you guys put on a good show, for sure, for sure. Chris, you on the mic, good sir? Well, I had to say, even in my commentary, I called it out for the viewers. I felt like you had the best car in stage 1. What did you kind of struggle with towards the end there? That I saw you getting really loose the last couple of laps at the end. What were you fighting there? Yeah, I had a feeling. I had a feeling a few guys would make it looser for that short run. I'm guessing that's what you did there. Yeah, Mr. Marcus Snow, are you on the mic, good sir? Crown. Page and Crown. So you were the first non-championship driver, finished in the 4th position. What was it like racing with the Champ 4? And did you feel like you had to race those guys any differently out there, or were you just kind of just running your own race? Yeah, I'd say it's good to see you in the 9. You looked a lot faster, and after your 17 pre-race inspection failures, you still brought it back and forth. So it's good to see. Does Mason have a copy? Mason, come in, Mason. Mason, it's good to see you back on track tonight, man. I know these guys brought you in. I've seen you really improve from when I started racing with you. We've always had good battles, and you were racing really hard tonight. What are you most excited about going forward into next season racing with these guys? Yeah. And finally, we have Mr. Melvin. Are you still there? Well, man, finishing up the Crossbones race tonight. You had a good run. Got the E-Broken Heroes race on Saturday, and then it sounds like it's gonna become one league in the future. What are you looking most forward to with that? No. Cool. Yeah, for sure. Well, I want to thank you guys for putting on a hell of a show. I don't think I shut up talking one time. I got like half the people's names wrong the first 10 laps, so I got it right to the middle of stage 1. But it was fun to watch. The Champ 4 guys, you guys were racing for the lead pretty much the whole race, and it was cool to see. Simon, again, congrats, man. You were ice cold the last stage. I don't think anybody was really. I mean, they were challenging you, but you were holding the lead really well. So good championship win, man. And I will be signing off the Dixie Vodka 400 broadcast. Thank you guys for watching.